That's what I've been waiting for. That's what it's all about. Woo!
Welcome back. In this video, we will be going to Asakusa Shrine. As you remember from last time, we had an abrupt cutoff, but we will be continuing as planned, and we will check out everything that is to offer, as well as prepare to head off to my local coin shop. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and get straight into it. As you remember, we got a really nice 10 yen piece all the way back from Showa 29. So we are now making our way over to the shrine. So this is always something I always love doing, walking those streets and enjoying the views. Always brings back lots of memories. We are headed over to the Ginza subway line, which brings us to Asakusa. And right now we are at Kanda, so we'll stay on there for around 6 stops. I do of course insert my ticket to get out of the JR system and head over to the subway. It's pretty easy to get around, simply just follow the signs. And yeah, I end up going the wrong way and realize I need to be headed towards Asakusa, not Shibuya. Still, those onboard graphics are very smooth. So guys, when I wait for my train to get to the final stop, I always like to play this little math game with the ticket number. You can see this 4-digit number here, 9, 6, 8, and 1. Now I'm talking real quiet because I don't want my bullies to hear me, you know? They'll think I'm a nerd. Anyway, if we use these 4 single-digit numbers, 9, 6, 8, and 1, with only the 4 basic operations of adding, subtracting, multiplying, and or dividing, can we get 10? You know, give it a try. I can't do it right now. I'll have to wait a little bit. Alright, I think they're gone. Okay, I could finally talk normal here. So, you can see that we have these 4 digits here, 9, 6, 8, and 1. One possible solution would be to take the 9 and the 6, subtract them, and get 3. Then keep that 3 for later. Now we have this 8 and the 1. We subtract 1 from 8, and we get 7. And now we have that 7 and that 3. We add it together to get 10. So that's a little bit of a little mental exercise you can try. And there may be other solutions too, but that's all for you to discover. Not me. That's not my job. Do your job. Anyway, not all possible tickets are solvable, keep in mind, so it's just a fun little brain teaser to see what I can do. So, math tangent aside there, we make it onto the train and 30 minutes or so later we finally arrive at Asakusa. Still, getting out the station, we face a big flight of stairs, quite the vertical incline to go through. Now the big highlight of the city is the shrine, but you may be asking, where is it? Well, bud, you're just gonna have to sit tight and wait, okay? Be there soon. I mean, we just literally got out of the station and we'll have to walk along this main street first, and it'll kind of just pop out, you know, you'll just see it. Now there's a lot of people here, as you can see, that are offering cart rides where you can jump in the seat and they run you around town literally by foot, which is pretty crazy. And there used to be a lot of little Mario Kart drivers here, but they all got into a bit of legal trouble with Nintendo Co., which is just a real shame, you know. Lots of fun back then. I remember seeing them just driving around and, you know, everyone was having a good time, but you know, Nintendo is a big company. They ruin it for everyone. Shame on them. So currently we are to the right of the outer gate of Sensoji. There are two gates, the outer and the inner, and this outer one is known as the Thunder Gate or Kaminari Mon. Now, there are a lot of people today wearing kimonos, which is super cool. Now that is one large lantern. You can see two kanji characters on it, which basically say Kaminari and Mon, which is just the name of the gate. So you got thunder and gate on there, so that's pretty cool. There's also some really neat statues that I wanted to check out, but you know, all the people got in the way, which really is disappointing, but hey, just shows how popular this place is. Oh well. But by the way, this is me post-edit, and yeah, here they are. They look pretty cool. I hope you enjoy the pictures. There's like 4 of them. They're really neat. Anyway, you can see the bottom of the lantern also has a wood carving, which is fantastic as well. And you know, they do say when you pass through these gates, you enter into the spirit world. And indeed, we have the very sacred shopping dimension. Yes, watch out for your wallet, because there's a lot of good shops and a lot of temptations. They'll take all your money away, you know, so bye-bye, bye money, bye. So yeah, there are these little sweets called ningyo-yaki. They are very good too. They are filled with a sweet red bean filling, very rich and delicious, and you know, looks like this guy has a bit of a automatic wrapping machine going on, which is automatically cooks them and wraps them, which is super cool. And moving on, there is a long line here for all these dango, which are just little chewy rice balls smothered in sauce on a stick. And they are a bit like mochi, so you can see if you've ever had mochi before, like mochi ice cream, it's going to be that kind of material. It's rice, it's basically rice flour. And you know, they happen to do a version here where they top it with some kinako. And so having this on top of the mochi just makes it a solid dish. It's a really great roasted flavor too. So a lot of fun bootleg merch and plenty of souvenirs to get. This is a great place to go get your souvenirs and gifting on. If you want to get something to let people know you went and give something as a gift, great place to go. You can also see a shopping mall down that side street. And you know, it's really great that most shopping streets are covered. And so the fact that it is just great, because you don't need to worry about the weather or anything. If it starts raining, you're going to be just fine. Also a geisha girl on the roof there. What's she doing? You can also see the Tokyo Sky Tree there in the distance. It's a fairly new landmark too, only around since 2012. Now upon some further walking here, we finally reach the inner gate. Now this is a much more ornate and detailed, fabulous piece of architecture, and it is known as the Hozomon Gate, or the Treasure Gate. This one has only 2 statues compared to 4 in the last one, and there are a lot of people here to visit the temple as always, and you can see another small shrine, little pagoda over there. beautiful lanterns, and we are awfully close to the temple itself. Now you can see that little shop there on the left. You can get some omikuji, which are just like fortunes, you give them some money, they let you spin this little wheel thing, and they give you a number that you pull out. They give you a little prediction for your future to varying degrees of accuracy, and it's kind of like rolling a d20 to see how your luck stat will be, for the low price of 100 yen. And here you can see a place to buy a souvenir of your visit. So we are approaching the shrine in which you can begin to hear all the money being thrown in as an offering. Now I got my 1 yen coins ready, and now I drop them in. Have a listen. Alright, donation complete. So, we had to check out one of my favorite parts of the visit, which is the food. Now the first stall is selling some crab on a stick, which I did get, and you'll see that later on. And these are all just traditional street food fare like shave ice, and at these stalls you can enjoy some fresh corn on the cob, sausage on a stick, and even pineapple. Now this stall looked really good, lots of fresh fish and seafood snacks. And this one is particularly new, so there was a bit of a trend on TikTok a little while ago about people getting the cheesy bread. So this ends up not being a Japanese coin, but instead a Korean coin. So you got a 10 won pan, which is just 10 won bread. Or this Korean shaped coin filled with cheese you can buy. I mean, it was just cheesy bread, so even though it looked pretty good, I just passed up on it in favor of some more traditional fare, because that's why I'm here. Now yakitori is another option, which is just basically Japanese styled fried chicken on a stick, as well as some yakisoba, which is just fried soba, which is another big favorite. It's a big classic, you'll always see it at the temple. No matter which shrine you go to, you'll always see it. So yeah, quite a few options to choose from, and there are others I didn't mention that we passed by, but they didn't really seem to be very open or inviting, so I just kind of skipped them. But I did find some things of interest. And you can see that man is working hard on that yakisoba.
Ah, はい、お願いします。1パックください。うん。ありがとうございます。はい。
400円のお会計。
はい、ありがとうございます。
はい、どうぞ。
Honestly, there's no chairs here, so you just kind of find your own place to sit. Oh man, I've not had a proper takoyaki in so long. It's always so good. It's basically, they take octopus and they deep fry it, put it in some batter, serve it with some mayonnaise and all sorts of yummy little seaweed greens and fish flakes. Delicious. We are gonna eat this thing up real fast. They did say it was hot, so we gotta be careful about that. Look at this. And the plastic is very thin. Oh man. You know it's hot when the heat actually makes all the flakes move around like that. That's how you know it's good. Man, I am so excited. It's so good. Alright, let's eat in.
Now, looks may not be the best, but I've got to say, it tastes fantastic. Light, fluffy, and if you like seafood, you've got to give it a try. And you know, it's only 600 yen as well. Gochusou-sama deshita takoyaki stand. But you know, it's pretty small, so I'm still hungry. So there will be one more place to go.
はい、すみません。
ナンバーワン、
ポン酢ソースお願いします。
はい、ありがとうございます。600円です。
はい。
Now props to this man for speaking English. I didn't need it myself, but it's always appreciated. He knows he can get more business that way, and yeah, say bye-bye to another 600 yen. Yippee!
はい。
はい、ありがとうございます。はい、センキュー。
はい。
ソースキープね。
はい、いただきます。
はい、ありがとうございます。
It is pretty messy though, and the sauce spilled out onto my jeans, but you know, it still tasted pretty good, but still happy to eat it. Lots of seaweed and it was nice and hot. So next time we'll be headed off to the coin shop on the next video, and after that we'll head off to Odaiba to do some metal detecting at the beach. So, I hope you all enjoy, take care out there, and have a great rest of your day.